We were on extended vacation in the Philippines, and one day, when we were walking through the local market, we saw you. And we were so heartbroken. You were in such poor condition, and we couldn't imagine how much pain and suffering you were going through. After we left, we couldn't be in peace leaving you behind. So we made a decision to help you. But when we came back for you, you weren't there anymore. We asked locals to help find you, and many local kids got involved. There was an abandoned house, and all the kids got around there. We couldn't understand them, and they didn't speak English, but looked like they found you. We went inside the house, and there were more kids pointing their fingers to the floor in the room, and there were you, rolled up in the pile of trash. This was your home, your safe place. You were so small and so skinny, hungry, helpless, didn't even look like a dog. We brought a crate with us to take you. We placed you into that carrier, and that's when your story began. We brought you to the only veterinarian on the Boracay Island. The first thing they did is check your weight, and you were only 5.7 kilograms. That's 12.5 pounds. Severely underweight. You had a serious skin disease called mungie, caused by infestation of mites. You lost all of your hair. Your skin was covered in large itchy scabs that had bleeding cracks all over your body. And you had anemia, unexplained nosebleeds. You were limping on your back legs, were full of worms, and all of your front teeth were broken. We could only imagine how much pain you were going through. You were so weak and could barely stand. Staff at the veterinarian's office gave you your very first bath. It was a medicated bath, and it was so painful for you. After that, your veterinarian administered ivermectin shot to start treating mungie disease. You didn't even feel that shot because you were in so much bigger pain. You had to stay at the clinic for the next 30 days while you were being observed and treated. We named you Yupi after the neighborhood on the island where you were found, called you Puck. Next day we came to visit you, and your scabs were already gone, but skin was very, very sore. You loved eating real food. You never had a real meal in your life. Every day you were getting better and better and becoming more aware of your surroundings. You even started to react to your name.
Yupi! 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 Hello, Yupi!
We were giving you a lot of love every time we came to visit. You surely loved it. You never experienced any kindness and affection in your life. But now you had us, your new family, who will always be there for you. You started to recognize us and trusting us. Slowly you started to gain weight, feel better, and got more energy. You even started to grow new hair. And then 1 month later, that day came, the day when we were taking you home. We introduced you to our other dog, Susie. We welcomed you into our family. You still had a long healing process ahead of you, but you were doing very well. You were enjoying laying on the balcony, eating, getting belly rubs, playing with your best friend, getting unlimited snuggles and kisses, going for walks in our neighborhood. But due to your anemia, you were getting tired very easy and would lay down to rest the minute you feel like it. New hair almost covered your head and continued growing and covering your entire body. You started to look like a real dog again. You became such a happy and playful dog. You gained more strength and could go on long walks now. You enjoyed spending time at the beach. But after 6 months on the island, we decided to relocate to the capital of the Philippines, Manila. You loved being there. We moved to the pet-friendly neighborhood full of dog owners, and every time we walked, you would always meet new friends. But Manila wasn't our final destination. We had to return home to the United States, and that's when we had a huge obstacle. United States put a suspension for dogs with foreign rabies vaccination that is imported from high-risk countries, and Philippines were on the list. You were required a special permit, and it came with so many challenges, tons of paperwork and long wait times. During this process, our girl Susie had to cross a rainbow bridge to her declining health. It was a very difficult time. After a few stressful and long months, you finally received your CDC import permit and you were ready to fly to USA. Few days before travel, we did final health checks at the vet. Now you're officially overweight, 12 kilograms. That's 26.5 pounds. You more than doubled your weight. And we also had to get an export permit from Philippines. You had a very long flight ahead with connection in South Korea in the middle of winter. You had to fly as a checked luggage because you were too large to fly in cabin. And we were so worried how you were going to handle this difficult travel, but we had no choice. We couldn't stay in the Philippines and we couldn't leave you behind. 26 hours later, we arrived in USA, and we couldn't be happier when we saw your crate at the airport.
Yuppie, I'm right here. I'm gonna get you out soon. You did good, boy. You did good, Yuppie.
It was a very special moment when we finally opened your crate and reunited with you. We were all so happy.
Hi, Yuppie, they treat you back. That's it.
Now you are in America, living your best life in your forever home with your forever family.